Hello, this is Gavin Patterson from Studio 1790, and today I'm going to talk about some microphones, and a couple of microphones in particular, which I really love. So I'm going to show you here. We'll start with this one. It's a little one. It comes in a nice little case. It's a small diaphragm condenser microphone called the Slate ML-2, if you can see there. And it's by a company called Slate. They make a lot of stuff. They make this Raven as well. That's the Slate Media Technology company. So this is the small ML2. And this microphone is extremely versatile. Like, you've no idea. It's also got a button on the back for different modes, which I'll get into in a second. The second microphone I want to talk about is also a Slate microphone, and it's the microphone I'm recording this video on, which is the Slate ML-1, which is a large diaphragm condenser microphone, and they both operate in a similar sort of fashion, in that they are linear modelling microphones. So rather than trying to explain what that is, I'll just show you what it is. So here is a session with some recorded audio with these microphones being used. So we'll start with the ML2 because that's what we started with. So the ML2 I use on everything all the time. I love it. It's great. So you'll see here I've actually written in to remind me which ones I've used. So kick, snare, tom, overhead. And I've got some rooms there. They are ML1s. I've got 2 ML1s, and I've got 6 or 7 ML2s. They're just great. So we'll start with the kick drum. ML2. So when you buy this microphone, it comes with software. It comes with this. It comes with this, the virtual mix rack. But it only comes with... So you see these modules down the side? These are all optional extras that you can buy, or if you subscribe to Slate, you can pay monthly and get everything. But if you buy the microphone, you will only get this one here, Classic Instruments, which is this here. And it comes with all these microphones. And you're like, well, they're just digital. What are you talking about? They're not real. Well, let's have a listen. So this is the kick drum. So I'll play a little bit of kick drum just to give you an idea of what it sounds like. Let's loop a section and go. Nothing remarkable, it just sounds like a bass drum. Fine. Let's turn the emulation off and see what happens. Pretty impressive. I'll turn all the processing off. See what it sounds like. Turn the volume up so it's not. Okay, this is dry. This is just the microphone. Sounds terrible. Okay, with the microphone emulation on. And we can choose from different bass drum sounds. So here's another one. And another. There's a 451, SM7B, it even has a proximity slider. So proximity is literally how close it is to the sound source, but it's an emulation, so it can, based on an algorithm, if you put the microphone maybe in the inside of the kick drum, but you want to make it sound like it's on the outside, you can just move this slider and it will change the characteristic of the sound. I'll give you an example. So I'll start from far. Hear that change? I'll turn it off. When you turn it off, it just sounds like a pencil condenser microphone on a bass drum. Pretty rubbish. When you put that on, it sounds like a bass drum microphone. A dynamic bass drum microphone. This is a condenser mic. So it has two options here on the back. It's a little slider button thing. Dynamic and normal mode. So the Slate company say that if you're going to put the microphone on loud sound sources, they recommend put it on dynamic mode, and it repolarizes the capsule and makes it sound or behave more like a dynamic mic. But if you're going to use it on things like overheads and quieter things like acoustic guitars and stuff, put it in normal mode. So this can be used on anything. It can be used on bass drum, snare drum, acoustic guitar, vocals even if you wanted, overheads and stuff. It's great. So we'll go to the snare, see what that sounds like. So again, I'll turn off everything. I'll just make it totally dry just now. Okay, this is the snare completely dry. No, it's not dry. I just heard reverb. Okay. Yeah, it's dry this time, I promise. Here we go. That's straight from the mic. Okay, and engage. So it's crisp top end there. I think for this song I wanted a crisper sounding snare drum. If I stick on a SM57, here's a Telefunken 47. You would not want to put that on a snare drum in real life. So, obviously, I don't have the real microphones to hand to well, apart from the SF57 and things like that, but it's like, well, they might not sound exactly like it. Well, who cares? Because it's making a sound that's workable. So, does it really matter if it sounds identical to the real microphone? I don't think so. It's a sound that sounds good, so I'm just gonna. I don't care what it sounds like. It sounds good, so let's just use that. So we'll put it back to the SM57 just now, and I'll engage the processing just to exaggerate it. That crisp top end there. Wow, that's different. So the beauty of this microphone is that you can chop and change the style of microphone after you've recorded it. And while it might not sound exactly like the mic you're trying to emulate, it's giving you options. If the snare drum is not punching like it should, try flipping it to a different microphone and it might get the desired sound you want. Not necessarily the type of mic you want specifically, but there's enough characteristics in that choice to give you something more of what you're looking for. And for that reason, I think it's absolutely amazing. I just love that I can just do that. And of course the ML-1 does the same, but I would say it's 10 times better. It just has an amazing sound. In this project, I've got it on the room mics, so I've got two engaged just now. So I've got these two here. Turn off the emulation. Wow. So that's the mic dry. This mic here, totally dry. Engaged. See how much thicker, and it's just got a totally different character. It sounds like a different mic. Right, let's play around with the mics. So this, I've got the Blackbird Studio add-on package. There's also the one that comes with it. You've got the classic tubes 1, 2, and 3, which comes with all of these mic emulations. You can use. Some of these are absolutely phenomenal. But I'll just turn that off just now, and I'll just show you the Blackbirds. So at the moment I'm on the 49, both on the 49. So I'll switch them both, and you can hear just the characteristics, and I'll increase the intensity to just exaggerate. It's unbelievable how different they all sound, and each of them is usable in different scenarios. So I've chosen the 49. Obviously I'm listening on solo. When I'm in the process of mixing, I will have these two plugins open with the whole thing playing, and I'll be dialing in and out, trying to hear what am I wanting to hear, and I'm making a creative choice based on listening to the whole thing. And like I said, it comes with, just delete these now, it comes with, these are the ones that it comes with. I think it comes with 3 mics. I think it's the 47, the 800, and the 251. If you want the other ones, you have to pay extra for them. I've got them all because they're just so good. It's even got a ribbon mic, so let me just, I'll play on this is a 47 just now, the Slate 47. You can hear it. You can even hear it sounds like a ribbon mic. So ribbon mics aren't as sensitive on the lower frequencies. They're very good for like really, really delicate sounds, really high-end frequencies. They're very fragile microphones, ribbons. They break so easily. And you can hear that in this. Like when you go from the 47, listen to the low end, it just disappears as soon as you go to the ribbon, which is what you would expect. It's a little bit more rounded in the mid range. It's not particularly nice for a drum room in this case. So we'll try some different mics. Even there, I've got 3 versions of the one microphone. So we've got the FG47 Mark II, the FG47, that'll be the Mark 1, and Blackbird Studios FG47, well, it's the B47. So 3 microphones. And it's the same microphone, but 3 different, they've been modelled after 3 different physical microphones, but it's the same model. So if I just A-B between this one and the Mark II, you can hear the difference. So you can hear a difference. So you want to maybe get that 47 Telefunken thing. You can get 3 versions of the same microphone with this package, and maybe this one's a little too dark. My favourite one is the Blackbird. The Blackbird one to me just sounds nicer. Let me just A-B them. Set up to B. So this is the Slate 1 versus the Blackbird one. Okay, we'll start with the Slate 47. Blackbird. And Slate. It's just brilliant. This Blackbird 47 sounds so nice on vocals, but not all vocals. Some vocalists it sounds terrible on, but you would expect that because not every microphone is best suited for everyone. You have different characteristics different mics bring out different characteristics in vocalists, and you get that from these emulations. So yeah, it's just a little review / chat about Slate ML-2 and Slate ML-1. And if you are running on a budget, you can't afford thousands and thousands of pounds worth of microphones, it makes sense to get these because you have so many options in just one mic from this technology. And it all runs natively on PC or Mac. It's a no-brainer. I love these microphones and I will keep using them into the future. And I think the little one retails at I think it's £150, and this one I think it's like £500 last time I checked. So it's not terrible considering the models that they're trying to emulate. Some of those microphones are worth £20,000, so definitely better than that. So yeah, just a quick video and a little review on these microphones and how I use them on everything: kick drum, snare drum, toms, overheads, vocals, guitar cabs, literally everything. Acoustic guitar sounds lovely on acoustic guitar. Yeah, if you're looking for recommendations for microphones, I highly recommend these two. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And please hit the notification bell if you want to receive updates on future videos. Thanks for watching.